You got clutch.
What's going on, people? It's your main man, Johnny Clutch Cards, aka Johnny Clutch Crypto, back again with another Helium weekly update. Yes. It's been several weeks since I did one of these. I'm sorry, guys. Summer has been very, very hectic. I have a son who's an aspiring quarterback, basketball player, and a full-time trash talker. So I've had my hands full as of recently. Also had some additional family come through and visit, so it's been a lot of good times and not a lot of time to make videos. So let's jump into it. 898,341 hotspots worldwide. The current price of HNT is up 12.74% to $10.47. And let's take a look at ours. I must say that, post the last vote, I think it has, the network has been fairly stable. I would say in general, as we continue to see, is that me right there? No, is that me right there? That's me right here. That's me right there. Yep, no, that's not me. Hold on. Wait 1 second. All right, let me. Is that me right there? No. Huh. That's not me right there. No. Oh no, that's okay. That's 99. That's Mason. This is Mushki. Oh no, this is me right here. Boom. That's me right there. Boom. There it is. All right. So let's jump in first to Red Carmine Otter, who's generated 20 HNT over the last 30 days. So at 20 HNT over the last 30 days, that's $200. Smackaroonies, doing it way big. If we take a look here at the 7-day, 4.4 HNT. If we look at the 14-day, 8.6. And if we look at 30-day, 20.9 HNT. So Red Carmine Otter still doing relatively well, considering all things considered. Just pretty much an awesome hotspot. Wish it was our hotspot, but it is not. Abel Bronze Tapir is our hotspot. And, like I said, considering it's been fairly active. Oh, look at the reach. With the 5.8 dBi joint. Look at the reach. Last 24 hours, 0.29. We did replace the Wi-Fi in the house. We switched over to a mesh Wi-Fi 6. I believe it is, I can't try to remember the brand. Can't remember the brand offhand. Prime Day just passed, so we upgraded that from some old Samsung mesh Wi-Fi units. So we had a little bit up and down recently, but over the last 7 days, 0.8. Over the last 14 days, 2 HNT. And over the last 30 days, 5.6 HNT. 5.6 HNT. Back when it was $50 a token, not so bad, but at $10 a token, $56. So it has been pretty consistent as far as generating a consistent amount of HNT day over day. So from that perspective, it has been, I would say, consistent. So, that's something like, as you can see, we're at 181 HNT. We've just been rolling it up, waiting for this change in the tokens to take hold. And actually, we're looking at probably purchasing some additional hotspots. I have a couple people who really, after this last kind of shakeup for Helium and the DAO and the whole separation of mobile and IoT and all this thing, and all these different tokens and DAOs. I think that's frightened some people, particularly people who just got in because they were finally convinced that, oh, this was great. and then they got in, made maybe $100, $200, and then the bottom fell out this year, and now they're splitting up tokens, and they're looking at the price of these 5G setups at $2,500, $5,000, and they're going, you know what? I just wanted to buy this $600, $700 box, and make consistent profits come in. And that there's two sides to that, right? Obviously, it requires a little bit more work than that, right? To try to get like really good setups, you have to put in some time and some effort there. And at the same time, it appears that at large, possibly, Helium as a company is more beholden to the whales. People who have a vested interest, the developers and everybody else. The miners are kind of like an afterthought when it comes to the Helium project as a whole, which ask Ethereum miners. I'm sure they feel similarly. So there's that. Anyway, let's jump into our other ones. Let's go see about wonderful jet black marmot. You can see it plugging along pretty good. Okay, 24 hours, last 7 days, 0.4. Not that good, not good at all. Last 14 days, 1.7. And the last 30 days, 4.6. So almost the same as Abel Braun's tapir here at the house. So, not a lot of HNT out there. But, like I said, we'll see. The hope is that more companies will start to go possibly the minted route, where they take these older miners and make them retrofit them with 5G, because that makes far more sense than buying a whole new setup. Because if you think about it, you just spent all this time building out this IoT network of close to 1 million hotspots, and now you're going to tell those people to go buy new hotspots? It doesn't really compute, unless you're going to sell out to somebody who just has a lot of money to do that and build these 5G networks in areas where they're more useful, I guess, or something along those lines. That might be a play. I've just been thinking about it. Let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think about the whole 5G thing? What did you think about the last couple hips? I think there's a couple more hips up now. And what do you think about overall about the project, the Helium project, and the direction that it's going? Is it going to survive this crypto winter? And will it come out on the other side of this stronger? Or will it become or will these IoT miners become like pet rocks? You remember when we had those? You remember when you could do that? Remember when that was a thing? Yeah, let me know. What's your thoughts down in the comments? I think Helium is still just a reputable project, just from a technical standpoint. Being in IT and seeing this project is something that speaks to me, and I think there's still a lot of hope. But like I said, as we go up the ladder, and as money becomes more of the motivator than the project and the people who've been in the project, I think that's where you can, begin to rub people the wrong way. But we'll see. There's hope. Like I said, you can always change course. You can always make something more inclusive as you move forward. So I have high hopes that they'll work all these things out as we move forward. Kind of like a Gristle King kind of feel to it. You feel me? So let's go ahead and jump back at Jet Black Mammoth. We're gonna go take a look at. Let's see. All the rest of these are pretty low on the chart. But let's take a look at Dizzy Canvas Dalmatian. All right, it's doing pretty good, and this is with a base antenna. So I wonder if I put a better antenna on it, would it improve? And I think I've been talking about antennas for probably months now, because I just kind of put everything on hold. Really, once they started talking about a DAO and Dow is just not the right word to use at this point in time, because as a catchphrase, there really haven't been any successful Dows that I can think of thus far. So it's not really an endearing term at this point. So over 30 days, they pulled down 2, 14 days, 0.8. It's been nice and consistent. And like I said, this is just a base model sitting on a shelf at a house with the base antenna on it. So this is something that we could amp up and try to get better coverage, get additional coverage out so that we could increase our earnings possibly. But we'll see. We see right now. I think we're getting close to our anniversary. I think like next week will be our anniversary. We'll be in helium mining for a year. And it was this time last year when we won our first helium miner from Parlay Labs on Twitter, and was able to get our sense cap, which is Able bronze tape here, get our sense cap up and running, and right before the halvening. So literally like a few days before the halvening. So pretty awesome to think we've been at this about a year, and it's changed massively just in those 365 days. So that say that saying that to mean there's a ton of changes that could happen in over the next 365 days if we give them some time and some space and some inputs to work with. So I'm very hopeful there. Interesting raspberry cricket and soaring snowy parakeet round us out. I'm also looking at picking up another 2 to 3 miners. These are going to be of the minted variety, but I'm trying to find some locations for them because, like I said, I have a buddy that's trying to get out of the helium mining setup here. So now from here, we're on the Helium board. Let's take a look at top earners, overall earners, just to see who's really killing it. 2.586 HNT. Goodness gracious. And Groningen in the Netherlands. Then these are all in Colorado. These 4 are in Colorado. They're making, 1 in a day, 2 in a day. Can I sort by rewards? Oops. All right, there we go. 2.5, 2.2, 2.1, 2, 1.9, 1.9. All these in Henan, China. Look at all these in Henan, China. Wow. Let's see this on the map. Sheesh. In Henan, China, they not playing, bro. Look at these. Look at how these joints are set up. That's bananas. All right, let's take a look at my hotspots. Over the last 24 hours, we made 0.5 HNT. Over the last 30 days, we brought in 13 HNT. We see the global average at 0.096 HNT or 98 cents US. My all-time earnings are 214 HNT. So not bad. My balance currently is 181 HNT. So not bad. Over the last 7 days, 1.758 HNT. So a lot to be said there. I'm still debating. I'm going to do probably a video around the 5G thing. I'm just really doing my research to try to see, how feasible that's going to be to do the 5G and whether or not that's going to be a profitable outside of this first 2 months where they're going to kind of, just basically give out set aside additional rewards for that group. At any rate, that's all I got for you guys now. As always, I'm your main man, Johnny Clutch Cords, aka Johnny Clutch Crypto. I'm always for the people, by the people. You only got me and the Constitution. Remember that.